Hello everyone, it's Michael from Leighton's here on Wednesday the 12th of April. I'm just back again with another property market update for the South Craven area. We've kind of finished, or continued really where we finished at the end of last month when it comes down to how busy the market's been. If you keep a close eye on it, you'll know yourself, there's so many houses available now. There's probably double the amount of available homes as of today than there were this time last year. And that's just continuing. We've got about 13 houses be putting up for sale over the next couple of weeks, and whatever else comes our way between now and then also. So there's a lot more choice for buyers. As I said last month, 100% a buyer's market. If you're a homeowner, you have to expect to negotiate on your price. There's no two ways about it. We're not really seeing prices coming down, and the asking prices have remained quite strong. Even though Nationwide reported the other week, property prices have come down by about 3.1% this year. I think they said about 5% on the peak prices at August last year. But certainly from our point of view, in our office here, we're averaging about 98%, a little bit more than that, but a little bit over 98% of asking price achieved. So, we know, homeowners know that the buyers are expecting to negotiate on price, but it's, you're not talking £10,000 off a £200,000 house or anything like that. It's, just a couple of %, but it's important to be realistic about it. Again, I suppose to put in perspective how busy it is, when you look at the available houses, as I said, there's double the amount now than there was this time last year. But in March, there were more houses up for sale in March, there were more sales agreed in March than any other month over the last 12 months, which somewhat surprised me. If I was to think about that at the early part of this year or the end of last year, I wouldn't have said that would have been the case. But it just goes to show it's housing market always continues to move forward. It never stops. There's just peaks and troughs. Slowed down at the end of last year, picked up early January, and now it's kind of full steam ahead. There's so much activity, so many new houses coming up for sale, so much more choice for buyers. I think a little bit for consistency, I suppose, as well, with mortgage rates, people knowing where they're at, and people entering the market now knowing that these mortgage rates are what they'll be paying. These people in the market now, they probably weren't in the market 2 years ago when you could have got a 1.75% mortgage and these really low rates. So it wasn't a case that mortgage rates have gone up and suddenly people would have thought, well, that's it now, the housing market's done. New people come to the market every day, so they're used to these kind of rates. This is what they're working out their finances on. As I say, things are moving forward, prices aren't coming down, you just have to expect to negotiate, which I suppose leads on to the next point when it comes down to an offer being made on a property. And if you're a homeowner and you've had a lower offer, what should you do with it? Is it a case of just dismissing it because you've got it in your head that you think the house is worth more? What my thoughts are on this is to think a little bit outside the box, and it's certainly what we've been doing the last couple of months when offers have been made. If somebody is selling has an onward purchase, don't discount that offer as a homeowner. It's your choice at the end of the day, but don't immediately discount it. Think outside the box, speak to your agent. If there's a house that you're interested in, put the feelers out there, speak to the agent selling that one, put in an offer, put in a lower offer, test the water, and see what sort of reaction you get to it. Because if you've got a property on the market at 300,000 and you've got an offer at, let's say, 285, okay, £15,000 is a lot of money, but if you're looking at something at a similar price, or 350,000, 400,000, if you can purchase that at £15,000 below asking price because the circumstances of the people selling there are so much so that they want the property sold, then that's how you can balance the books. That's how deals are being made. So thinking outside the box a little bit. So don't immediately just discount your offer if you've got an onward purchase. Of course, your agents will do what they need to do. They do the very best to get the price up, initial offer up to begin with. But think about how you can balance the books with the onward purchase there. That's a good bit of advice in this kind of market. And the second question really that I've been asked more in the last few weeks is people have been out to see last year looking at moving, and that is when's the right time to sell. My advice to those people and to anybody kind of watching this is, if you've been sat on the fence for a while and thinking, well, I want to move but I don't quite know when, now's the time. Jump off the fence, get your property up for sale sooner rather than later. We're into this sort of second quarter of the year now. Typically the first 3 months of a new year, you've got your resolutions, you're setting your targets and your goals for the year, and you're planning ahead of when these are going to kind of be put into practice and put into place. But this 6 month period now is going to be hectic with the housing market. More and more homes are coming up for sale. This is the time when you need to get stuff done, and this is the time, if you're thinking of moving, you need to get your house up for sale. Before you know it, spring will be over, we'll be well into summer. just summer holidays will be a thing of the past, and then you unwind down to Christmas, and what happens in the last 3/4 of a month, people just think, I'll wait till next year now, I'll put it off 3 months. But when the market's like this and there's more and more properties coming up for sale, you don't want to find yourself coming to the market towards the tail end of the busy period, because the chances are there'll be a lot more homes available, a lot more competition for you. So if you think this is the year for you to move and you're just wondering when to do it, my advice to you is do it now. Get your house up for sale sooner rather than later, while the prices remain high and you've got time on your side to find somewhere, just due to the amount of available homes that are out there. So any questions at all, do get in contact. See you next month for another update. Thank you.